or the artist or the creative. And the really good news is that that archetype is now available to more people and available to more leaders who are now more open and more receptive, right? Because they're more conscious of this amazing archetype. What's working me today is creative perseverance, specifically leading with creative perseverance in our extraordinary times. These are surely VUCA times. That's right, I said VUCA, V-U-C-A. Now, for those of you who might be new to that term, VUCA simply means volatility, uncertainty, chaos, and ambiguity. Times where, again, we experience these wave after wave after wave of disruptive change, okay? And wave after wave after wave of what we know, of what we're familiar with, right? Just gets stripped away, just falls away, falls apart. So in this kind of a world, what we know for sure is that volatility, uncertainty, chaos, and ambiguity, VUCA, will continue to be the norm. What we don't know is what form or what shape it will take. And let me tell you something else. This is not new. I mean, VUCA is not new, right? It's happened numerous times in the history of humankind, and it has happened throughout the history of the world. What our world needs now to respond to this VUCA environment is visionaries. What the world needs now is artists. Now more than ever, the world needs our artistry, our imagination, our creativity at the center of our individual, corporate, and public lives. Artists are informants. They know stuff, right? And usually they know stuff way ahead of the masses. Art is an informant. Art is an armature. And if we're really conscious and intentional, art and artists can become agents of change, agents of transformation, agents of innovation, of redemption, of renewal. Now, these artists that I'm talking about are not running around with paintbrushes, okay, or dance shoes, right? They're not the ones with the instruments. I mean, we are talking about them, but we're also talking about artists in the sense of, how we show up for our professional lives, right? The doctors and the nurses we see, okay? The folks who are there serving us at the grocery store, the folks who serve us at the food bank to ensure that we all have bread on our table, that we all have enough feed to eat, the folks who work at the greenhouses, all right? Who work on the front lines, the folks who work behind the scenes to make sure that our supply chain works as it's supposed to work. These are the folks who deliver blood, come rain or snow or sleet or hail, right? The folks who find a way when times are normal and when times are difficult or unpredictable. These are the folks who find a way to keep on keeping on, the folks who hang in there, the ones who persevere, the ones who follow the energy of hope, the ones who follow the energy of yes. These are the artists I'm talking about. These are the ones who change the word impossible to I'm possible. These are the folks whose first name is can and whose last name is do, right? You know these folks. So as you go about your day to day, as you prepare for the rest of your week, I want you to ask yourself one question. And here's the question. What's working ya? Because what's working ya is exactly what needs to come into fruition now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, but right now. What's working ya is your vision. A vision that if it came to you, It can only come through you, right? Now remember, how you live is how you lead. If you can lead with perseverance, with creative perseverance, you will be equipped to lead in any circumstance. All right? Okay. If you learned something today, be sure to tell somebody. Okay? I want you to share the wealth. Share it with your friends, your family, coworkers, so they can be lifted up and inspired and equipped just like you. One of the biggest gifts you can give to someone else is to use your talents, your gifts, your signature presence that exists nowhere else on the planet. Right? And I want you to ask yourself, how will I use my artistry to reimagine my neighborhood, to reimagine my home, my classroom, or my team, or my pediatric practice, or my Chamber of Commerce? How can I provide a lifeline to someone else, maybe even someone I may never know? And remember, whatever is working yet is your invitation to step into your vision so that you can make a difference in your own life and in the lives of others. As we continue to celebrate the marvelous, majestic music of your life, I also want to celebrate you for making your life count. Be sure to join me next time. Now, if you missed last week's podcast or any part of this week's, you can listen to the recording at your convenience. You can even listen to it on the go. Check it out at iTunes, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Spreaker.com, Alexa, and many, many other places. Or you can tune in right here to www.talknetworkradio.com/legacyliving.html. Okay? That's talknetworkradio.com/legacyliving.html. Now, before I close today, I want to thank each of you for tuning in to today's show, for allowing me to share a bit about my journey with what legacy living is all about. Not just living and learning, but living and learning and serving so that you make a difference in your own life and in the lives of others. It's about being on purpose every single day, 365, 24/7. Legacy living is a powerful way to make your life count. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess. Please join me again next time, right here, for another podcast of Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. Don't just count the days in your life. Make the days in your life count. That's what legacy living is all about. Have a fantastic day, and remember, make the days in your life count. God bless you. That's our show today. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess. I hope you'll join me again next week. Until then, don't just count the days in your life. Make the days in your life count. That's what legacy living is all about. Here's to you. Have a fantastic day. Be sure to make it a yes kind of day. And remember, celebrate. Celebrate the music of your life. Make the days in your life